Bitcoin might be on the brink to move here way lower and cause a massive dump to the downside. And I want to show you today the exact targets that I'm looking at, and also at potential bounce level, and how likely it is that we actually gonna get that move to the downside. And if you think that is interesting and want to scoop up some cheap Bitcoin, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates. And now let's directly get into it. So here, let's start off with the DXY. So one reason why Bitcoin went down on basically yesterday is that the DXY is pumping in direction of the 104.44 point level that I had mentioned before, and I had also said that I don't want that the DXY is breaking through that. You can argue that we have kinda a W structure here, a distorted one, or even a triple bottom distorted, a quadruple bottom distorted, quadruple bottom, and that could lead to a massive run to like 108 points approximately, and that's what we don't want to see, because it means people put money back into the dollar and going out of risk adverse assets, and that includes unfortunately also crypto. So what we want to see here is a rejection back to the downside, and that could technically happen with everything what's going on with the BRICS countries, that they are now trading in other currencies and settling trades other than in dollar. And I hope that next week some bad news for the dollar is coming out and pushes the dollar down and crypto up. So that is something that we have to have a close eye on Monday. Actually Tuesday. Monday is Labor Day in the USA. I just remembered, somebody told me. So on Tuesday we have to see where the market is moving here. So it could be a quite boring weekend, because the USA, the markets are closed until Tuesday. Now when we go to Bitcoin, we are about to lose that line in the sand that I was talking about, the $25,830 level. So yesterday we came already lower than that and came all the way down to the range low that I had mentioned before. Here, $25,350, came straight back up, and now we are kind of clinging on that support level in the middle that we have to hold at $25,800 approximately, lose that level, and we're gonna retest the bottom range at 25,300, lose that range, and we go way lower. Here on this 4-hourly chart, you can actually also see this a little bit clearer. Let me show you. Here is a massive resistance line. I think that's a multi-month resistance line already. That is one of the reasons why the Bitcoin price cannot move in direction of $30,000 right now. So, and you see here the last time when we tried to push in direction of that resistance, we did not even get there. So we got stopped here at 28,162, and then got here this waterfall drop to the downside. And I believe now there could be another waterfall drop, because look at the RSI. The RSI is pointing down. The RSI is in bearish territory. So here, even on the 4-hourly chart, you can clearly see that the signs are not really in our favor right now here to the upside. Also, when we are looking at the heat map, remember guys, I had told you in the last video, the orders were moved down, and that creates pressure on the price and forces the price to go lower. And that is exactly what happened. So you see here still huge clusters of orders around the $26,500 level is preventing us right now from moving higher to the next resistance around $27,600, $28,000, and after that $30,000. When we're looking here for support levels, the underlying support level is $25,000, and after that the next one would be 24. So if we lose 25, and that would also mean we lose the range, then 24 would be the next one, but I don't believe that this is going to hold. I believe more here around 23, that somewhere there we would going to stop. So nobody wants to see this, but it is in the cards right now, and we have to be prepared for that. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade these short trades that I'm giving you here, I'm gonna give you also a really concrete setup in a moment. And don't forget trade on BYBIT, you still get $30,000 if you sign up here with that specific link and can also copy trade my trades. And if you want to learn professionally how to trade and join my over 2,000 students that I taught how to trade over the last 3 years, then go to my website amcrypto.us and sign up for my course there to be ready for the next bull run and take to be able to take advantage of that. So now when we're looking here on the daily chart, things are also not looking really good here because we are kind of sandwiched between the 200 moving average and the range that I just pointed out earlier. So, but this range is a little bit different. So this range comes here from an order block. So here that range is leading from 24,700 all the way up to $25,112. So every time when we get close to it, I would consider it a long opportunity. And I would then just put my stop loss slightly under it. So don't leverage with super high leverage. Because the range is quite big, even though it looks small on the daily. I would not use more than like 10-15x maximum, because look at this. So let's say we come to like 25 and you long it from there, from 25. So you see you have then here like almost a 2% stop loss. With 15%, that's 30% on your position. That's already quite a lot. So, but of course the upside is way bigger, so if this goes back to like 30k, so you could make 300% against 30% that you lose. So that's a 10 to 1 risk to reward ratio. A 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio, and I would be taking this any day. I would be taking that kind of trade if it presents itself. So now if you believe that we go to the downside, once we're getting here to this level, then you can also short this. Then your stop loss, then you set your stop loss slightly above the range, $25,300. And then my target, as I told you, my target would be then here to the downside, like $23,000. So here you have roughly, let's say you have 8%. 8% against 1%. So there again, it's a 1 to 8 risk to reward ratio. It's still, that's also definitely worth it if you want to try to short this to the downside. So, and I believe that because September is historically always a bad month for Bitcoin, that we could see this final capitulation movement to the downside to like 23, then come back up, then consolidate for like a month, and then gradually into the end of the year, then start going up here once again. So that's what I believe is going to happen here in the upcoming future. Also, when I go back here to this 1 hourly chart on the EMA ribbons, also here you see Bitcoin is poised to get a breakdown. So, and let me explain you why that is. So first of all, we had here a really quick change in trend with that massive drop where the EMA ribbon immediately flipped bearish. So, and if you're watching this channel for quite a while and you have seen me talking before about the EMA ribbons, you know that they're coming in 3 waves. So this is here now the first wave. So then you get a second wave, then it comes up again, and then you get a third wave to the downside, and then potentially it flips bullish again. Let me show it to you what I mean here. You see that with that drop here from like $30,000. See here, here's the first wave. Then you had here a second wave. Here you had a third wave. Then it flipped. So something like this has to happen here again, more or less, before we see here the EMA ribbon flipping back into an uptrend and also price action returning back to the upside. And that's why I believe it's more likely that we see here the small washout to the downside and then come up here again, create a higher low, and then flip back into an uptrend and go to the upside. Guys, I hope that helped you a little bit in terms of direction. I believe that here a potential 10% drop or dump, whatever you want to call it, is definitely in the cards. So, and we have to be aware of that. I definitely want to watch tomorrow the weekly close to see what's going on with that. But I can also tell you the weekly chart's not really looking good right now. But more about that tomorrow. And also, I will talk about altcoins that are randomly spiking over 100% in a matter of days, and nobody saw it coming. And I'm gonna show you how you could have actually been able to see it. If you think that's interesting, then definitely tune in tomorrow here once again. And don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll see you then again tomorrow.